Right, so this is episode. I assume this is episode 1 of the official Fret Talk podcast. You are here with your host, Budget Pedal Chap. You are also joined by
Ollie.
Fantastic.
The younger, long-haired, bearded person.
Yeah, we've got quite a few, haven't we?
Yeah.
There is a look amongst aspiring guitarists.
Yeah. Beard, long hair.
Indeed. Band
Yeah.
t-shirt, blue jeans
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
Right, so we're going to kick it off. We're going to get straight into it, wasting no time.
Okay.
So, Ollie, who are you? And let's find up a little bit about you. So, what do you do?
Okay. So I am currently a student at ACM in Guildford, studying doing the guitar degree. So I just spend my days playing guitar, as it's a dream for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just play anything, and over the last few months I've played just about everything. So yeah, that's.
So what does that entail? What does that course entail?
So when you start off, they kind of bring everyone up to a similar level of, you do a bit of theory to get your theory up, so everyone's at a standard, and then you start learning different ways of playing chords, like inversions, fancy chords and scales, and all the different kinds of minor. And then you go and a few terms in, you start playing in bands, where you literally get given a week's notice, and then you turn up to the lecture the following week and you just play a song.
No, brilliant. So it's very much kind of a crash course in the rudiments of music, and then you're thrown in at the deep end.
Yeah, basically.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So, what's the most recent project you've been working on at uni?
The most recent project I was working on was a solo kind of project for me, just to keep myself entertained.
Okay.
Which was kind of like a 70s rock kind of thing.
Nice.
Had that Deep Purple slight vibe to it, which was a lot of fun. I don't know if it'll ever see the light of day, but it certainly kept me entertained with recording it for the last few weeks.
Oh, you've got to record in that as well.
Yeah. It's just a bunch of riffs that I've finally managed to piece together that I found on my hard drive, and yeah.
Brilliant. I mean, because I know you shared a couple of the demo recordings.
Yeah.
So I'll be interested to hearing some of the finished products with that.
Yeah, there's a couple of things left to record on other instruments. I've got to work out if I want to find a vocalist or not, and then it'll be down to mixing and mastering, and then it may or may not come out.
Well, here's hoping. I mean, even just the writing process itself kind of brings you on as a musician anyway.
Yeah.
I've been doing a bit more of that myself recently. Actually, I've been just penning lyrics and little ideas.
Yeah.
And it's bringing on my playing and my writing no end.
Yeah, it does. It helps you to understand, especially if you try to bring in scales that you don't use very often, like things like harmonic minor or melodic minor, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
If you start trying to use those and you start using them, you start to understand them that little bit more.
Yeah, it gives you that practical application for it rather than knowing it in a vacuum almost.
Just a shape written on a piece of paper.
Yeah, definitely. I know Yngwie Malmsteen relies heavily on the harmonic minor and.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Playing along with some of, trying to play along with some of his stuff in that mode.
Yeah, and a couple of Santana tunes as well.
Yeah, Santana definitely, because it's that 5 dominant, isn't it? That.
Yeah. He plays a lot on that. He plays a lot on that, especially in Smooth.
Yeah.
He goes between the harmonic minor and pentatonic.
Yeah. He throws in some natural as well in there at some points.
Yeah. it's a lot of fun to play. I've spent hours with Smooth on loop,
Yeah.
just jamming. It's great fun. I highly recommend it to anyone.
Yeah, it's a good kind of practice tool. To be honest, when I'm doing kind of phrasing practice, I'll put on almost anything. I like jamming a lot with along with vocal lines
Yeah,
to get the phrasing
yeah.
almost vocally rather than guitar centric.
That was something someone taught me a few years ago. A good friend said that because I improvised a solo on a recording I did for him,
Yeah.
and basically I didn't stop. I just kept going and going and going. And he just said, when you breathe, don't play.
Yeah.
If you're breathing out or breathing in,
Yeah.
don't play. But when you're holding breath, then play a phrase. And after a couple of weeks of practicing that, my improvising went from bloody awful to passable now.
Well,
It's half decent.
the thing is, when you're playing with no gaps, it sounds like you're a guitarist. There's very much
Yeah.
like lick after lick after lick.
Yeah, you're just playing
And you,
for the sake of it.
it's almost like you're cycling through the preset ideas. Whereas you,
Almost like Kirk Hammett, really.
yeah,
Am I allowed to say that?
that with a lot of bar, yeah. he's made a career out of it, so
Yeah, fair play.
good on the chap. Right, so we'll move on a little bit. So, do you want to mention some of your influences in terms of musicians?
Okay, so the earliest influence for me was Angus Young.
Yes.
I had very vivid memories of being about 9, 10,
Wow.
and like watching some of the stuff on YouTube in the early days of YouTube, and
Yeah.
listening to the If You Want Blood CD, which was a live CD with Bon Scott,
Yeah.
which was just phenomenal. If you've never listened to that album, you just go on Spotify, go on YouTube, just go and listen to some of the stuff on it. It's amazing.
I
Then-
think I have, so that might be one of my next purchases.
Yeah, I highly recommend it. It's my favourite AC/DC album.
Yeah.
Um,
I do like a lot
And
of
then-
Scott stuff. Yeah.
as I went on, I discovered the Usuals / that the thing every guitarist goes through.
Yeah.
And then I did a bit of metal stuff in my early teens. So that was, Sinister Gates.
Yeah. Not simple stuff to play from my
No.
experience.
No, I could only play about 3 songs when I was influenced by him.
Yeah.
And then guys like Adam D from Killswitch Engage,
Yeah.
who I still absolutely love now because he's a brilliant, brilliant musician.
Yeah, I mean, he's got the technical chops, but there's also a lot of melody in it as well.
Yeah, and then most recently, it's been my favourite guitarist, who is probably now my number 1 favourite guitarist, is Richard Kotzen.
Oh, fantastic.
I can't stop watching his stuff and listening to his stuff.
Uh,
And
is it like Poison era, Mr. Big, or are we talking later stuff like the solo, the Winery Dog?
I'm talking solo and Winery Dogs.
Yeah.
I really like his finger picking technique.
Yeah.
It just the way he just plays and somehow manages to do whatever it is he does.
Yeah,
It's just
he does some stuff with his fingers that I'm struggling to do with my hand on a pick.
yeah, it is. It really is. And then people like Joe Bonamassa as well. Just
Yeah.
Gary Moore, Joe Bonamassa, and then just the normal blues crew, as it were. B.B. King, Clapton, all those.
Yeah.
Steve Ray Vaughan.
A lot of
So-
heritage.
Yeah. So as I've sort of got a little bit older and matured a bit as a musician,
Yeah.
I've certainly found a liking for blues and that kind of classic rock vibe.
It's almost the complete opposite of what Paul was saying last time.
Really?
And he was saying how as he's got older, he's got into the heavier styles.
I still listen to quite a bit of like bands like Periphery, North Lane. Their stuff. I mean, my audition piece for ACM was Scarlet by Periphery.
Okay.
It was. I actually played it in the wrong tuning when I did my audition. I played it in drop C. It's supposed to be in open C add 9, I think.
Okay.
So I still got in. So
Well, it must have been impressive enough.
yeah, but you know, I still listen to that stuff. I just don't play it as much as I used to.
Yeah.
Just because I don't find it entertaining. I quite like to have a bit of free reign on solos and.
Yeah, well, that's the freedom of the 12-bar blues, isn't it? Really.
Yeah, exactly.
And there's a lot of kind of harmonic and melodic interpretation that you can do with that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's some good stuff. I mean, I think there's some quite mature influences there.
Yeah.
So that's some really good stuff. I think a lot of the love for the kind of those, like I say, those heritage artists runs deep within our community, and that's
Definitely.
yeah. Right, so
Well,
I
go on.
reckon it's about time we go onto our news, because we've got some really interesting releases.
Yes, we do.
The past couple of weeks, which definitely need a talking.
Yeah.
Right, so we're gonna start off with the Silverburst Fender FSR run.
Oh yes.
So do you want to tell us a bit about what's been released and a bit of the specs as well?
Okay, so it's a series of 3 guitars, and they fall under the American Professional series. So they're all going to be about £1,500 or whatever that translates to in different money.
Yeah.
It's a HSS Strat,
Mhm.
a Tele Deluxe, and a Jazzmaster. The Strat seems to have the Shawbucker in the bridge,
Yeah.
and then it says 2 brand new pickups called V-Mods.
Okay. What's that in the
But they're for the single coils, yeah.
Okay.
They appear to be. It says here they're brand new single coils.
Yeah.
So they
Those
can be.
Shawbuckers have got some quite critical acclaim.
Yeah,
Because
they've been out for a couple of years now, haven't they?
yeah, they appeared in the American Professional HSS, didn't they?
Yeah.
Which
No, those could be quite interesting. See those new single coils.
so yeah, I mean, in terms of spec, it's
Yep.
it's looking pretty good on the Strat.
Yeah.
The Tele, I'm assuming something wide range, or
Yeah, they are very They look very similar to the wide range pickups, but they're supposed to be Shawbuckers. So I'm guessing.
so it's got
they're-
quite PAF.
Yeah, they're probably the same pickups that are in the normal Professional Deluxe.
Yep.
So I'm going to guess they're somewhere like between a PAF and a normal
Wide range.
wide range. So it could almost be a bit P90-ish, maybe.
Yeah, definitely.
Almost,
Some tonal variation rather
Yeah.
than just the standard dual humbucker Tele, because there's a fair few of those kicking about. So maybe we're looking at that as a market. Yeah. How about the Jazzmaster?
the Jazzmaster looks very much just like a standard Jazzmaster. It's got a quite rounded radius, 9.5-inch radius on the fretboard.
Okay.
So for people who like the vintage feel, that's going to be right up their street. These V-Mod pickups are making a comeback again,
Okay.
but in Jazzmaster form this time.
Interesting.
So, and they've being described as hot vintage-inspired tone.
Okay.
So it sounds like they could be old-school Jazzmaster pickups, just with a little bit of a kick behind them.
Cool.
So that could be quite nice. And a treble, just a normal treble bleed tone circuit. And they all seem to have this deep C neck. So I'm guessing that'd be quite a...
So we're talking thicker than, because previous years they kind of relied heavily on the modern C, which is a bit thicker.
Yeah.
So
It's called. They're describing it as a newly designed, modern, deep sea shaped neck profile.
okay, so maybe a bit more thickness behind that.
Yeah, I might have to go down to Anderton's and
Yeah, give it.
give it a bit of a demo.
How about the aesthetic? What are you thinking?
They look really cool. I've always been a sucker for Silverburst, especially on like the Les Paul customs and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I always thought they looked beautiful. But they've got this. The pickups are all the pickup covers on the Strat are like a cream, so the humbucker is a zebra pickup.
Yeah. So
And then
it kind of matches in with that aesthetic. Okay.
Yeah, so it's almost a bit of a creamy kind of on the plastics.
Yeah, rather than this kind of sterile white look,
Yeah.
it might look.
And then it's a black pick guard, which looks like it's layered because there's like a white outline on it.
Okay, so triple ply.
Yeah.
I'll be honest.
Um,
I'm not a huge fan of the silver burst on the Fender stuff. I think
really,
with certain guitars,
I'm really liking the look of the Telecaster. The Telecaster looks really nice.
I'm not going to argue with the Tele. I'm not going to.
Yeah. The Tele, I'd say personally, it looks the best of the three because it doesn't have any of that white plastic kind of thing going on.
Yeah.
Other than one of the layers of the pick guard and the switch tip, it's all black and silver.
So it's all kind of in keeping with that
Yeah.
that aesthetic.
Whereas the plastics on the Strat and the Jazzmaster, the Jazzmaster almost looks white from this picture.
Yeah, I think thinking back, the Jazzmaster pickup covers were white.
Yeah.
So your pick is going to be the
Telecaster, yeah.
the Tele.
Although something that's quite interesting is that they've all got the really dark fretboards. So these might be ebony.
Mm.
Let's have a look. On the telly it says it's an ebony fretboard.
Fantastic. So this is coming in off that Rosewood Sights ban.
Yeah,
And
which is making everyone...
Yeah, they're saying
Yeah.
that they're moving away from Rosewood
Yeah.
as much as possible. So yeah.
The Strat is as well. The Strat's ebony. Is there anything else? The bridge on the Strat is 2-point. Yeah, modern trem.
Okay, fantastic.
Modern trem system. I'm not a huge fan of those. I prefer the vintage style 6-screw.
Yeah, to be honest, with a Strat, I tend to nail them to the block anyway, just
Yeah,
for tunability.
Something about the 6-screw though. I just prefer
Yeah,
the way it feels, and it's got a pop-in tremolo arm, so you don't have to spin it round and hours on end doing that. Strats.
yeah, it's been my undoing on a couple of occasions, to be honest.
Yeah.
So moving on.
Okay.
What else have we got coming up news-wise? We've got the Gibson.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gibson double cut. The modern double cut Les Paul.
Yeah.
What are your impressions?
Which I quite like it.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. There's something about it that I quite like. I don't know exactly what it is.
From my memory, because I haven't got any of the information up about them, they look like they're taking a swipe at PRS with this one.
It does a little bit, which is quite funny, as only about 10, 15 years ago,
Yeah.
they were... Gibson were taking a swipe at PRS for their single cuts.
Yeah, definitely. So, I mean, maybe it's a very belated retaliation.
Yeah.
In terms of the styling, it is it's quite a Marmite thing.
Yeah.
There are some of us saying we love it, some of us saying we hate it.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna leave it there and say it's very PRS styled.
Yeah.
I'm liking the fact that it's got the Les Paul custom style binding on it, so you've got the binding up the neck and the headstock as well.
Oh, I haven't noticed that.
So yeah, there's some of the aesthetic which I think works really well.
Yeah.
There's some really interesting colours as well.
Yeah, so I was looking through those just before we started.
Yeah, you've got a couple of them open, haven't you? So we've got like there's a red, isn't there?
So I'll list them in the order that I can see them here.
Yeah.
As he says, as they disappear. There was. So the one there seemed to be advertising the most is this Gola. It's the one that's in all the pictures. It's in, it's in the lot, and they're calling that Bullion Gold.
Okay.
Which is quite nice.
Yeah, it's got that kind of traditional gold top look to it, hasn't it?
Yeah. Which is that looks really nice. They all seem to have the natural back, which works on some of them, like the gold top. But there's a couple of colours where it looks really nice on the front, but you turn it over and you've got this red mahogany thing.
Yeah. And
it just doesn't work.
One that would clash a bit with that, because I've got like a metallic green burst kind of thing.
It's just a metallic alien green, they've called it.
Oh dear God. So I think we might be seeing those in the sales at the end of 2018.
Yeah, wait for the price to half before anyone considers it.
That again, I mean, like we mentioned last time with the specials, this isn't so bad.
Yeah, because it's new. It's not, the special was something that was designed to be cheap.
Exactly. I mean, the special is a very stripped back instrument, whereas this, like I say, it's got binding up to the hilt. So I mean, there's a lot of time and effort that has to go into it. But the 4K price tag, I think
that's
$3,999. So we're at least talking 3K, if not 4K, UK as well.
Yeah. That's Les Paul custom territory, isn't it? That's proper Les Paul custom territory.
Yeah. And
that's secondhand 57.
To be honest, as well, you could be looking at getting the actual PRS for cheaper. So
yeah, with a nice flame or quilt top on it.
I don't see where this market is going to be for this one.
No, but there's a fair few colours to it.
Yeah.
So, like I said, you've got the gold and you've got the green.
Yeah.
Then there's a candy apple red. Which looks quite nice and it'll fit in with the mahogany back. Then you've got ebony.
Yeah.
As every guitar has to have, there has to be a black version of it somewhere. Cherry sunburst, which looks quite nice. Which is standard Gibson sunburst. Taking a little bit from the Les Paul. And the one which caught my eye on the front, but is horrible on the back, is called Sterling Fade.
Oh, is this the one which is like purpley in the middle? And
yeah, it's like almost like a black and purple burst.
Okay, so I mean that's quite PRS in and of itself.
Yeah. Who is it that had the purple burst? So if you like that sort of style of body, I think EVH had some purple burst finishes on their Wolfgang stuff.
Okay. Yeah, because it's the Wolfgang, isn't it? Not the Axis.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was the Axis under Ernie.
Peavy, wasn't it? Was it Peavy or Ernie Ball? I can't remember.
I think I don't know 100% the kind of the history behind Eddie Van Halen's signature, but I don't think
Eddie does.
Yeah, he's he's gone through a few companies, hasn't
he? Yeah.
He must be a delight to work for.
Yeah, I remember seeing somewhere that he'd had a Marshall, the very first 5150, which never really made it past, a couple of prototypes.
Yeah.
Was a Marshall 5150.
Okay.
Now, I've come across a couple of them on eBay, and they're not worth that much because no one really knows about them.
So that might be a little bit of a bargain to grab one of them.
I don't know if it's, it could be a load of nonsense, but if it is true, then it'd be a nice piece of history to own.
Yeah, definitely. Right, so we've got one final final bit of news, and I've just realised that we were going to do our this week's, weren't we? But we'll come back to that.
Yeah.
So Fender Bass Breaker, Fender are releasing a 15-watt combo bass breaker. I know that's not any special news, but this is an FSR run in lacquered tweed.
Yeah, as opposed to the normal like dark grey kind of tweed that's on them normally.
Oh, is it a tweed? Is it a tweed finish?
Yeah, all the bass breaker stuff is like a matted grey tweed kind of thing.
Okay. Have you had any experience with the bass breakers then?
I have played. Which one? I think I played the 15.
Okay.
And a few months ago. It's really, really nice amp. For a little 15-watt thing where the head costs about 400, 500 quid.
Yeah.
It's a serious piece of gear. The only thing that put me off it was no channel thing, no channel changing.
Okay, so is it just a single channel?
Yeah, but it's got the 3 gain modes.
Okay.
So it's a single channel amp, but it's
switchable gain modes, are they?
Yeah, so you can have low, which brings it into normal Fender.
Yeah.
Like, pristine, cleans kind of thing. Very similar to like the Blues Junior.
Okay.
That sort of Blues Junior would fall under the low mid gain.
Mm.
And then the high gain was very martially. It's very,
okay.
You wouldn't, if you played a wide variety of stuff up to like certain kinds of metal, you wouldn't struggle with a bass breaker. You could quite happily do it.
Because they have got a brilliant reputation for the about year that they've been out.
Yeah.
I know that some people say that certain models aren't very Fender sounding.
That's probably the 15 they're thinking of.
Yeah. And that some do retain that kind of natural Fender scoop and the kind of chimey, kind of glassy top end.
Yeah.
So I've seen a couple around. I've been into guitar shops and seen them. They've got a really modern look to them.
Yeah, I remember when they announced it now a couple of years ago. I remember seeing them on a press release somewhere and just thinking that they looked really nice, and I just hope and they sound as good as they look.
Yeah, so hopefully this Tweed 15-watt combo will get them into more people's hands and get some more people playing them.
Yeah,
because I think the aesthetic is a very modern look, and if you're going for something Fender-esque, you might overlook them a little bit and go straight to the Blues Junior.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that'd be it'd be a nice.
It's a nice little amp. It looks really nice, and if you like the sound of it, but like you said, the look of it was a bit too modern for you.
Yeah.
It didn't quite fit in with what you wanted.
Yeah.
Say you were playing you were playing the blues kind of thing, and you're doing the Gary Moore.
Yeah.
Quite high gain, but you didn't need a JTM 45 behind you.
Yeah.
And thought that the bass breaker sound, it looked a bit, bit too modern for your fancy. The tweed could be a nice way. They might sell a few more of them because of this.
Yeah, maybe. And the price difference isn't a great deal either, is it?
No, it's about 100 quid.
Hmm.
Varying, give or take a little bit depending on where you buy from.
So for an FSR kind of special run, with not too bad, to be honest.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I know. I definitely get some funny looks when I'm cranking out some tasty blues, and then they look behind me and I've got a Black Star.
Yeah.
So something tweed, like with the tweed aesthetic, could be good. I don't know. I might keep my eye out, see if there's a bargain to be had there.
Yeah, I might have to have a look at them again. I really like the look of them, and I really like the sound of them.
Yeah.
And I personally prefer it over the Blues Junior.
Yeah, I mean,
'Cause,
I know Chris has been saying that the Blues Junior is very overhyped.
yeah, I like the sound of it. I mean, I had a great day. I went up to Guitar in Birmingham
Oh right,
with a friend of mine.
That one.
Yeah, yeah, me too. When I'm home, that's my local. It's I went up with a friend who knows a few of the staff there, so we quite happily went in, played some custom shop Fenders and that kind of thing. And we had a blonde Telecaster. I think it was a 51 Nocaster.
Oh, okay.
From a custom shop, which was beautiful. And through the Blues Junior, I mean, it must have looked quite funny because we've got this little 450 quid combo and a £2,500 relic guitar, and then we tried them for the bass breaker as well. And we were playing all sorts of different stuff between the two of us, but the bass breaker seemed to handle 90% of it just a tiny bit better to my ear.
I have heard Blues Juniors in the flesh. I've got a friend who's got one of the ones with the Cannabis Rex speaker.
Yeah,
And that's it. It sounds good. It sounds like a small Fender amp, to be honest.
yeah, it's nice.
But I've yet to try the bass breaker. So
I definitely recommend it.
yeah,
Go and give it a try.
I think when my wallet's a bit a little bit more a little bit less strained than it has been recently.
Yeah.
So there's been some purchases.
more mojos.
Yes, I do love that pedal. I do. In fact, I've managed to convince Paul to buy one.
I might have to get one as well.
Yeah, I mean,
at some point.
they are a good quality. I mean, it's kind of tube screamer territory, but with more tonal shaping because of the two-band EQ. It's not as extreme as well.
Yeah.
You don't get that huge mid hump. It's more of a kind of softer mid hump, and you've got the switch as well, which tailors the mids a little bit more.
Yeah.
So I mean, I absolutely love it, and especially with Strat single coils. If you put that on it, it brings the mid back in the Strat coils. Get rid of.
Yeah, yeah.
Super thick single coils.
I'm gonna have to give that a go then, because I've got a Strat that sounds a bit thin and weedy, but I love how it feels.
Yeah.
And I've had it for about 5 years, so
Well,
it's a bit sentimental now.
there's my pick. The TC Mojo.
Yeah.
So good they named it twice. Right, so we'll cycle back on our topics.
Okay.
So what have you been up to recently in terms of your guitar playing, in terms of your gear?
Okay, so at the moment I've got my two main guitars. I've got 4 guitars that I use a lot.
Yep.
One of them's out of action at the moment. One of them is the Strat, so it doesn't get taken out that much anymore.
Yep.
So I don't tend to play Strats. I tend to pick right over the middle pickup.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's not ideal.
Yes.
But the two guitars that I'm using is Gibson Firebird from last year,
Yep.
which I bought with my student loan.
Responsible
Absolute-
spending, yeah.
Absolutely wonderful guitar.
Yep.
Beautiful thing. And my Telecaster, which is my everyday guitar. It's the one I take to uni. Unless I have to have something otherwise, it's the guitar I gig with.
Okay, what specs
yeah.
have we got on this Telecaster for the people who can't see it?
Okay, so my Telecaster is a 97 Japanese Fender. 96, 97 Japanese Fender.
Okay.
It's maple board, maple neck,
Yep.
and it's been quite heavily modified. I've only had it for a couple of years, but I haven't done anything to it personally. It's got a Seymour Duncan quarter pounder in the bridge,
Fantastic
and
pickup, yeah.
some unidentified humbucker in the neck. I haven't taken the pickguard off to look, It's but I was told that the person who put it in said it was a Gibson, some sort of Gibson humbucker.
Okay.
So I'm guessing
Maybe
it's one of the
Bucker, maybe.
maybe one of the 490 somethings. It's got quite scooped mids. It's quite PAF sounding.
Okay.
So I keep meaning every time I restring it
So yeah, to have a look.
to have a little peek inside and be a bit nosy.
I've got a Telecaster like that. I bought this kind of mystery Telecaster. So at this point, this is where the audio cut in a little bit. So I mean, the problems that you get with internet connection. I'm going to bring it back in where it starts becoming a little bit more stable. So yeah, I was talking about the mystery Telecaster that I got one on.
Yeah.
So I bought a guitar from a guy who was leaving the country.
Okay.
And it was selling for ridiculously cheap.
Really?
But yeah, so I went to collect this guitar because it was a local one. It's a handmade Telecaster body.
Okay.
With it looks like he stained it himself with like cotton Ronseal or something like that. 'Cause it's got streaks on it. But the bridge pickup was a Kent Armstrong, and I've switched that out for a quarter pounder once again.
Yes.
But the neck pickup, he says, oh, it's a Damasio. And I says, oh yeah, cool. I know Damasios quite well. Do you know which one? And he went, yeah, it's a PAF. I was like, okay. Do you know which one? No, it's just PAF Damasio.
Okay.
And it sounds absolutely beautiful. It sounds just like a Gibson Burst Bucker neck pickup. And it taps brilliantly, and it works really well with the quarter pounder as well.
Yeah.
But I've never looked under the hood. Just
It's just something nice about that mystery, isn't there? You don't know what it is, but it sounds good, so you just not going to touch it.
exactly. Yeah, I don't want to break anything as well.
Well, that is almost exactly the same as me.
Yeah.
Then the fact that it's very much sounds like an old PAF kind of pickup. It's definitely been in there a while because there's quite a lot of wear on their chrome cover or the nickel cover or whatever it is.
Yeah.
But it's got that little bit of a scooped mid, pronounced low end.
Good.
So it's definitely a PAF style. It's not anything hot or...
Yeah, it's nothing super snarly.
Yeah, when I was doing my covers band, then we used to play songs like Sweet Child of Mine.
Oh, I bet
the bend.
Yeah.
And it just go up. And on the telly, it's just everyone who likes guitars, you look at you think, is he really going to do that on the telly? And any second you play, it's like, that's the sound.
Yeah.
That's the sound in my head. That's the sound from the song. I've got it.
Fantastic. So, you bought a Kemper recently, didn't you?
Yes, I did about a month ago now, ish.
Okay.
It's the most fun I've had playing guitar in a long time.
That's quite a bold statement.
Yeah.
Quite bold.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never really had too much modelling stuff.
Okay.
All my amps have been fairly simple. I've never been a huge pedal guy.
Yeah.
Up until now, I've never had delay. So, or like chorus or phase or anything. So this is all new to me. But my amp history was like little 10-watt solid state practice amp when I first started playing guitar.
Pretty standard stuff, yeah.
Yeah. And when I got into a band, I had a Marshall MG50 with the effects and stuff built in, but I didn't understand what they did. I turned up to Max going, "What's it doing? Why is it doing that?" Not understanding it. Then I moved to Marshall Valve State.
Okay.
I found one secondhand, AVT50. I think I got it for about 100 quid a few years ago. Then I bought a Blackstar HD5, which I still have now, and that is, well, everyone knows the HD5.
Yeah, I've got one kind of sitting a couple of feet away from me.
I took mine back home, so I don't have any amps with me at the moment.
But you've got the Kemper.
Yeah, it's a bit of a jump.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking kind of budget-friendly amps, going from those to something which is kind of professional grade.
Yeah,
So that must be.
it's called having a student loan and a job.
Yeah, I know that you worked your ass off to get that Kemper.
Yeah, I did. I'd be in uni between Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as I finished my lectures on a Thursday, I'd get the train back up to Worcestershire from Surrey. I'd work Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday afternoon.
Wow.
Sometimes Monday, but more often than that, I had Monday off, which was like my recovery day. And then 9:30 on a Tuesday morning, I get back on the train, back in Guildford for about 12:30 to be in a lecture 15 minutes later.
That is dedication.
And then after about a month of doing that and a bit of excess student loan that didn't have to be spent on rent, I actually managed to come across a second-hand Kemper, an unpowered rack.
Fantastic.
And yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
So the down to the importance, how does it sound? What's your kind of go-to amp models?
Okay, well, so as you kind of heard from my amp history, it's always been the British
Yeah.
kind of sound for me. So I mean, I had a band rehearsal yesterday. So my main sound when I'm actually playing covers of my own stuff is a and I'm not one for changing patches through MIDI, so what I do is I do volume control, and I have a couple of switches.
Hang on, just
like,
a sec. When you mentioned the amp, the volume just went off.
Oh, it was the AFD 100.
Oh, okay, the Slash.
Yeah, the Marshall Slash signature.
Okay.
And yeah, so like I said, I'm not one for changing patches. I'm not looking at all the different songs on the set going, I need AC30 for that, dual rectifier for that. I found a nice sound that I like, and I use the Kemper's effects and soundscaping to have a couple of I use Boss, like the Boss FS6 kind of switches, like the dual switches, so you can have 2 lots of 2 of those. So at the moment I've got 2 delays set up, a chorus, which is also my clean sound, and then 1 which is unused. So I'm waiting to either have something like that requires like maybe a phaser or something, or I might just use it as a tuner mute or something.
Yeah.
But that's a lot of fun. And then when I'm at home, I really, really like. I came across literally the day it arrived. I went on the Kemper forum and came across 3 profiles for the Mesa Boogie JP2C.
Sorry, the Mesa Boogie?
JP2C, the John Petrucci signature. And like someone who created his Dream Theater sounds, and I love Dream Theater. A huge fan of Dream Theater. So it was like a crunch sound, his heavy gain sound, and then his lead sound.
Oh, brilliant.
So I've got those 3, and it's just so much fun.
Yeah. Just
to sit there jamming along to whatever. Something happened to me when I started playing that amp. I've never played to the point where my fingers bled up until that point.
Oh, wow.
I was playing, and all of a sudden I looked down, there was just blood on my guitar. I was like,
yep.
Oh, okay. It's just because I just sat down and I'd found the tone.
Yeah.
Yeah, the tone of one of my idols. And it was just like, oh, okay. there's blood. Yeah, I'm gonna stop now.
Have you experimented with any amps that surprised you at all?
Not really. I haven't had too much of a chance to try out loads and loads of different amps. I mean, I've come across some profiles and some demos that when I've got some money, I'm going to buy them.
Okay.
There's a guy called Top Jimmy who makes Kemper profiles and sells them, and he did a EVH pack, which I think I shared on our group a while ago.
Yeah.
And it sounds phenomenal. Like the demo of it sounds exactly like the songs they're designed after.
Yeah.
So he went and he tracked down a modded Plexi, he put a Variac on it, he tried out different speakers and got the sound. So when I've got a spare 15 quid or something, I'm going to buy that pack. And then maybe some old Fender Tweed stuff as well.
Yeah.
Just for that kind of filthy, might blow up kind of sound.
Yeah, the kind of dirty blue sound.
Yeah.
I mean, considering that you've got the Kemper now, £15 isn't anywhere near as much as going out and trying to track down an old Fender Tweed amp.
Oh yeah, I think a pack, because he does different packs. So he does a low powered Tweed,
yeah,
medium power Tweed, and then high power Tweed, which are the different models. So it's just whatever that's just what he calls them. And I think you get to like 20 or 30 profiles, ranging from really clean, really sparkly to this is on 10, stand back just in case it explodes.
Yeah, because some of those old Fender amps were ridiculously powerful.
Yeah, I think it was all about a tenner for one of those packs as well. I might be wrong. It's about 10, 11 quid, something like that. So when I've got a bit of spare cash, which at the moment I don't have too much of, I'm going to buy some of that. So I'll start experimenting when I got a bit more money.
Yeah, I suppose that's the next phases in your journey.
Yeah,
it does sound like you're very, very much a kind of plug and play kind of guy.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that I've never wanted things like delay. It's just that I have a very short attention span. So I can't. I've got a friend with an Axe-Fx.
Yeah.
And it's when I record, I go over to his and use the Axe-Fx, and we spend ages dialing in tone and effects and whatever.
Yeah.
But when he goes, I'll be back in 15 minutes just to have a play, I get bored because there's like one value knob, and then you've got to go across all the parameters, and it's just I quite like it to be there.
Yeah.
Which is why I picked the Kemper over things like Helix and all the others.
Well, because of the user interface.
Yeah, purely because it's like the sound is you turn it on,
and it's
there. So I can't be doing with the multi effects thing where this one 0.1 more mix.
I think we're gonna have to bring you in with the thing we were talking about with Mick as well.
Okay.
Educating him about how to use effects and so we'll bring you in on that one as well.
Yeah, I know how to use them. I've just never had open access to them.
Yeah,
and I get bored when there's too many options.
Yeah, so the kind of option paralysis.
Yeah.
I know what you mean. That's why I prefer doing it in having stomp boxes rather than multi effects.
Yeah, definitely.
Because if I have to scroll down a list of modulations, thinking which type of chorus should I use? No, I've got a box.
When I was at my band practice yesterday, I said to my bandmates, because like I said, I'm a big Richie Kotzen fan.
Yeah.
And he has a 2 delay setup.
Okay.
So he has like a normal like solo delay.
Yeah.
Which can be quite short. It just gives it a bit of a boost, and then he just has one that he just describes as chaotic. It's just this ridiculous delay that just does weird stuff.
Yeah.
So I went to my band practice yesterday. I was like, this is what I want to do. And my drummer does a lot of like electronic production kind of stuff.
Okay.
So he's quite good with creating sounds and just doing stuff.
Yeah, the kind of
I just
soundscape
want,
side of it.
yeah, I just went, I want something ridiculous.
Yeah.
Something that I turn it on at the end of the song and it just creates a weird sound
Yeah.
when I hold a chord. It's got to do something ridiculous. And we sat down there and we just fiddled. And I just like, I strum the strings on the guitar, put it to one side, and then just like twiddle, just knobs and then I think got to the point where I just went, that's it.
Oh, matron.
Yeah. And steady. I think I saved it as a preset just called WTF delay.
So you've got your own
And
little kind of Richie Kotzen inspired.
Yeah. It's I'm a little bit obsessed with his music and his style, and
I'm definitely going to have to check out one of these kind of new era of modelling effects.
well, I'm not that far away.
Yeah.
I'm not based that too far away from you, so maybe someday
Yeah.
we'll have to meet up and give it
Yeah.
a go, and I'll
Get some
load some stuff you like.
Yeah, defo. So, we've got a rather lovely question to be answering. A rather lovely question.
Yes.
That we've got lined up. What would be your ideal guitar? So if you were, so we kind of imagine that a company's approaching you and is going to give you a signature instrument. Doesn't have to be a guitar, but I assume it probably will be.
Yeah, it will be. I can't really play anything else.
So what would your signature be? Yeah.
It would be a Telecaster, Fender Telecaster, with pretty much the same specs as mine now. Maybe mess around with different kinds of controls and stuff.
Okay.
Kind of maybe just try a few different things. But the quarter pounder in the bridge is a 100% must. And the humbucker, I could part with it.
Yep.
If I found something better, but I don't think I could find something better for me. Maybe change the vintage style tuners to like shallow locking ones, more modern tuners.
Yeah.
Maybe give it a tiny bit of a flatter fretboard, because when I bend up like minor thirds or major thirds, it starts to choke up a little bit.
Okay. So because I know some of the Japanese ones are 7.25 inch radius.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it'd be 7.25 or 9.5 or something similar.
So you'd want a bit of a flatter one. Are there any companies' fretboard radiuses that you gravitate towards?
Not really, if I'm honest. I'm not a huge fan of. I mean, I used to like flat fretboards. I used to like the 16 or 19 inch radius, where it is basically just you can put a ruler across it. It's just flat. But I played. I was in a lecture, and I went to plug my telly in.
Yeah.
And the jack wouldn't fit in like the cup socket.
The cup, yeah.
So I had to borrow someone else's guitar.
Yeah.
And I ended up with this Jackson with a Floyd Rose.
Okay.
Fretboard was just flat, and I couldn't play it.
Oh no.
It was like, because I'm so used to telly, I think my flattest one at the moment is probably my Gibson, which is...
It's gonna be about a 12, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm just used to round radius. I'm used to round fretboards now.
So what aesthetic would you have on this this telly? What colour finishes?
I really like the sunburst on my telly.
Yeah. What's that? 2-tone, 3-tone?
I think it's probably a 3-tone sunburst.
Yeah, it's the standard.
Yeah. But I wouldn't say no to, maybe trying a few different colours here and there. Just to, differentiate them a bit, rather than having two exactly the same. Yeah, I'd have it in a nitro finish as well, just so it would age a little bit nicer than my telly at the moment.
Yeah. It's poly finished.
Yeah, because it's chipping like hell.
Uh,
It's quite funny, and it's quite nice because it's 20 odd years old now.
oh, okay.
So it's got a few old.
A few battle wounds.
Yeah, it's got quite a lot from me in the last 2 years, but
Yeah.
it wasn't when I got it.
Yeah.
There was a fair few scratches and whatever, so I've just added to it. Some of which have got good stories behind them as well.
That's part of the fun with getting some battle scars on your instrument.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
So what
Yeah, I'm gonna.
what would yours be?
Gotta go into mine.
Yeah.
If I had a signature, it's so difficult because I've got so many bloody instruments. But I think because it's the one that I keep going back to, I'd go for some form of ESP telly
Yeah.
because I've got the LTD 212.
Yeah.
Which was, I believe it was a limited finish for the UK.
Okay.
It's kind of, it was almost like an Olympic white, but it was kind of flake finish, kind of sparkle.
Yeah.
And it's got a grey pearloid scratch plate, but the binding also matches it.
All right.
So I'd probably go for something similar. I love seafoam green though, so I'd go seafoam green ESP telly
Yeah.
with the rosewood boards, pretty much as I've got now. So locking tuners, modern six saddle, but I'd probably if I don't go for the quarter pounder, I'd go for a P90 in the bridge.
Ooh.
Because I think just that little bit of extra beef to it would be lovely.
Yeah. Definitely.
And your standard telly pickup in the neck. I'd probably go and get those made by my man Fletch.
Oh yes, Fletcher pickups.
Who, for those who aren't in the know, are a small company in Birmingham.
Hey, Birmingham.
Exactly. They hand wind pickups for ridiculously cheap.
Yeah, I think I bought a set of humbuckers off him, and I think the set came to 90 quid, and they were custom.
Yeah.
And he wired the guitar for me because I'm useless with a soldering iron. And it took about a month to do. And it's a brilliant guitar. I mean, I'm having a couple of issues with it now, which I just need to get fixed.
Yeah.
But when it was fully functioning, it was absolutely outstanding.
Yeah. The thing that gets me is the absolute sheer quality that the pickups produce.
Oh yeah.
You get so much clarity and definition from these pickups at a price point which you really shouldn't get that kind of clarity at all.
Yeah.
I mean, because the kind of the first full set that I bought from him was for a Telecaster, an HS tele.
Yeah.
I'd already bought an Axis Aorus telly bridge pickup and an Iron Gear Blues engine for the neck.
I've never tried the Iron Gear stuff.
No, I mean, and this is why, because I had them all ready to go, but then I took it to Fletch. It just says, yeah, sort some pickups in it. Never ended up putting them in because the Fletch pickups were so good.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's one of the guitars that I cling to now as well. That one.
Fair play.
It's amazing. So yeah, I mean, I definitely have Fletcher pickups in my signature. I tend to have three-way switching, but with a phase switch on the tone knobs as well.
I have a phase switch on the set he did for me.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, for the middle position, just to give it that Gary Moore, Peter Green sound.
Yeah, you can get the kind of Peter Green tone to it.
Yeah, I had that on the tone knob.
Yeah.
It's really good. Although I do want to try out a series parallel switch as well,
Yes. Yeah.
because I've seen a few people do that, and it's a really, really nice change.
Yeah, it gives you a really thick sound.
Yeah,
A really thick sound. So yeah, I mean I think that would be my go-to telly. That would an ESP telly. I think it's
Yeah.
10-inch radius neck. I think that's what they're currently rocking. It's nothing completely flat at all.
yeah. Mine would be a 12 maximum.
Yeah.
Maybe a compound,
Mm.
so it got quite flat at the end, so like
Yeah.
a 10 to 16. Something.
Up the
Just
wiggly
so-
end.
Yeah, just so if I'm doing a bend that it's not going to go,
Yeah.
choke out. But I quite like a round fretboard when I'm playing chords.
Love a round fretboard. Gotta love a fretboard. Yes, I mean I think we're coming up to time anyway, so
Yeah.
just got to double check. Yep. Yeah, we're coming up to the hour.
Okay.
So I think we'll wrap it up.
Yeah, I think we're done.
Yeah, fantastic. So I mean, you can catch me on Facebook as Budget Pedal Chap. I've also got the Instagram with Budget Pedal Chap with underscores underneath them, where I essentially try and get the best tone out of the least money. So you'll find tons and tons of the kind of cheaper Chinese pedals, as well as kind of some picks from Boss, EHX, TC, especially scouring the used market for a bargain as well.
Yes.
So yeah, catch me on there. Do you have any social media?
I do. I'm just
What's your-
trying to remember the address for it.
Well, we'll put whatever in the show notes.
On Facebook,
Yeah.
it's Ollie Miles Music.
Cool,
That's it. I don't have anything else at the moment.
absolutely fantastic. It's been wonderful chatting to you, Ollie.
As always, you too.
Indeed. So for this week's edition, then that's us out.